After the CEO's wife went bankrupt.
Everyone thought I would take the money and run away.
Because I'm handsome, but I only love money. Every day, he would spend the CEO's wife's money on food, drink, and entertainment. Happy.
However, I want to accompany my CEO wife to make a comeback.
Then just show a little bit between your fingers. Wouldn't it be possible to achieve financial freedom directly? But who would have thought the CEO's wife's bankruptcy was actually faked?
When I traveled into this novel. It's the end.
Beauty CEO. The villain who has been defeated by the heroine. I still remember the last words about him. The only thing left of Liu Ruyan. Only the husband lying in the bedroom.
And his expensive watches and clothes.
But Liu Ruyan herself also knew.
This man who never paid any attention to him except for money.
I will be wearing my own watch soon. And clothes left him. He will end up with nothing. I rubbed my temples.
Thinking of the bankrupt president's wife.
Sighed. Since Liu Ruyan got married, he has always been very nice to me, a cannon fodder.
Now I have become this cannon fodder.
I am sorry to see Liu Ruyan fall into. When the situation is low, take the money and run away.
At least until he has his own income.
Or career. After spending a while to sort out my thoughts.
Come alive and start cleaning up the messy house. It took 3 hours.
I stuffed everything into a corner of my room. Things have been piled up to the roof.
There are more than 100 watches. There are more than 80 sets of clothes.
At this moment, I wish I could change my clothes into watches. After all, watches sell better than clothes. It was PM when I woke up.
It's already past 5 o'clock. Touching my growling stomach.
I looked through the wallet on the coffee table.
I found the ID card. Bank card and a few $100s.
I didn't even go into the room. We just moved in these 2 days. Neither of them can cook.
There's definitely nothing in the kitchen.
I have to find food myself. Fortunately, although the house Liu Ruyan rented was not big, but the neighborhood is nice. There are a lot of restaurants downstairs. I strolled downstairs and ate a bowl of noodles.
Thinking about the bathroom just now. The few supplies I saw. I went shopping in the supermarket again.
Carrying a bag of daily necessities.
For example, I also bought the cigarettes. Color style. They are all based on his preferred appearance in memory.
When I got home, I started cleaning you again.
Walking into Liu Ruyan's house, I found that in addition to the bookshelf, except that there are a few more things on the desk.
There is only a bed and a few necessities left. I sighed helplessly. It's hard for this woman who grew up in a wealthy family.
Can I bear this kind of life now? There's nothing to clean in this room.
I wiped the table, put away the documents and other things and closed the door.
Back to the living room, start cleaning up other places. After the whole house is cleaned up. It's already 10 p.m.
I washed up peacefully.
Put the midnight snack on the coffee table.
Get ready to enjoy.
As I open the package. When you put the first bite of food into your mouth. The door opened.
I looked up.
I bumped into a pair of eyes like autumn water. The owner of the eyes looked at me expressionally.
When I looked away, I inadvertently glanced across the room. There was a flash of surprise in his eyes. Look back at me again.
I beat the other person all at the same time.
She's a very, very beautiful woman. The author deserves the best words to describe him. Feeling Liu Ruyan's gaze.
Unconsciously clenching the chopsticks in my hand. Unconsciously feel nervous.
After all, I'm a fake.
People like Liu Ruyan. Is it true that you can't tell that something is wrong with your husband?
His eyes makes me feel
everything is clear in his eyes. You hired a cleaner. Is the money enough? I shook my head subconsciously.
No, I packed it myself. You packed?
Liu Ruyan was obviously surprised.
I took a deep breath. Lift your head. I looked at Liu Ruyan, who I had cleaned up myself, with a look of disapproval. Staring at me. The two looked at each other.
Liu Ruyan was the first to look away. Is the money enough? That's enough for you.
My habitual visit. But Liu Ruyan looked over again in surprise.
Then slowly enough.
After this sentence, both of them fell silent. Compare.
Ruyan looked at what I was eating on the table. Suddenly, an apology popped up.
I didn't react. Look up and see where the other person is looking.
Quickly shake your head no. You have nothing to apologize for. Liu Ruyan walks over.
Sit on the sofa on the other side. Say with discretion.
The property issues have basically been dealt with.
All movable and immovable properties under our names were.
Although there is nothing left. But no debt.
You don't have to worry about debt. I still have 30,000 yuans left.
After this matter is dealt with.
I will make money as soon as possible. You should have 60,000 yuans left on your card.
I have already paid half a year's rent for this house. If you want a divorce,
I'll give you another 20,000.
Before you rent a house.
You can live here forever. I know.
Liu Ruyan has done her best to treat cannon fodder. Our total assets are only 90,000. If you divorce, he was even willing to give me all 80,000 yuans and allow me to live here.
He certainly won't want watches or clothes.
Then he only has one room left. And $10,000.
Look, I'm not talking,
Liu Ruyan said.
The money I will earn later. I will give you a portion every month. Is 3,000 a month the minimum?
Because I don't know what will happen in the future. So I can only promise this much. If there is still a chance to make a comeback.
We'll compensate you.
I quickly shook my head. Liu Ruyan doesn't speak. Everyone feels silent. I realized that my actions just now might cause.
There was a misunderstanding.
Explain immediately if there is any. I don't want a divorce. I don't need you to give me money. Don't worry, I have enough money.
I have accepted the reality. I'll save some money later. We'll make money on my own.
You don't have to put so much pressure on yourself. An average family doesn't spend much per month. You don't divorce. But didn't you say yesterday? Liu Ruyan didn't expect me to say this. Then I remembered yesterday.
Cannon fodder seems to be really angry.
Liu Ruyan did not.
Say you want a divorce.
My face said.
That was when I was drunk.
I did not mean that. I've thought it through. I can't divorce you at this time. Now that we are married, I will also take responsibility for my life in the future. You don't have to worry about me.
I have no problem supporting myself.
Maybe I can still support you.
I looked up.
Liu Ruyan looks at me strangely, but didn't say much. If you don't want a divorce.
That's fine. If you want a divorce, just tell me.
Liu Ruyan stood up and rubbed her temples. Fatigue is evident in the eyes.
Get up and go to the bathroom to wash up.
I bowed my head in embarrassment and continued eating.
After hearing Liu Ruyan enter the bathroom.
Pause for a few seconds.
I guess it's because I saw the difference between before and after I sorted it out.
Completely different look.
Then the sound of running water. Wait until I finish eating.
Liu Ruyan also came out after washing up.
There was no embarrassing scene as I imagined.
The other party's clothes are covered quite tightly.
With beautiful.
The angry face of the sky and the people came with me. When you are angry, go to your bedroom. Before leaving, he politely said to me.
You should go to bed early too. I scratch my hair. It feels like a dream.
Reorganize your thoughts.
I also went to wash up.
Then I went back to my room and turned on my laptop.
I applied for a personal store in the second-hand market online.
I turned off the computer and went to sleep. The next morning,
I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I got up and packed up the materials I bought yesterday.
After cooking the porridge. Then I went downstairs to buy steamed buns and fried dough sticks.
Wait till I come back.
Liu Ruyan just opened the door and came out.
He heard the door open. I looked up and saw the breakfast in my hand.
I rubbed my eyes unconsciously. I probably thought I saw it wrong.
Good morning.
I raised the buns and dough sticks in my hands. I bought breakfast and cooked porridge. Go wash up now. Finished. I went to the kitchen to see how the porridge was cooking. Ignoring Liu Ruyan's surprised look behind him.
Because both of them stayed up late before. I am afraid the two of us are not strong enough. I specially cooked red dates and red bean porridge. The porridge is almost done now.
I bit into 2 bowls of pure silk bowls I bought yesterday. Then put the buns and fried dough sticks into the plate.
Boiled eggs again.
Adjust the side dishes. When Liu Ruyan came out of the bathroom,
what I saw was the belly.
A hearty breakfast. This scene is obviously very warm.
But Liu Ruyan didn't feel it at all. My husband knows that we have been married for more than 3 years. I have never had any talent for housework or cooking. The only thing I know is buying things. Information found before marriage. I didn't say he could do these things. Were you pretending before? The smell of coolness in Liu Ruiyan's eyes is too obvious.
I send the reason I thought of last night. Before, there was an aunt in my family. I didn't do it. Now, there are only 2 of us.
There's not much money at home. It's not good to go outside all the time.
What I cook is not delicious, but it's edible enough.
If you don't dislike,
You can come back for dinner later. So when Grandpa asked you if you could cook, you are lying to him. Liu Ruiyan sat opposite me.
after saying this, I took a spoon and put a mouthful of porridge into my mouth.
I was stunned.
Is there another one like this?
I quickly laughed it off. My level is not comparable to that of my aunt. At that time, I thought that my grandfather ate all kinds of delicacies from land and sea. I don't want to show off.
This reason is barely justifiable.
Liu Ruiyan nodded.
It actually tastes pretty good.
Liu Ruiyan drinks porridge very well.
But I only ate one bun. I only ate one fried dough stick. I saw that he was eating very gracefully.
Suddenly realized.
Let this be done from childhood.
A woman who never tires of being fast or meticulous.
Eat shit from this stall. It really made things difficult for him. After dinner,
Liu Ruiyan wants to help deliver things to the kitchen.
I'll stop it immediately. I'll just pack the things. I can wash the dishes. Go do whatever you want to do.
Liu Ruiyan put down her bowl and chopsticks. The industry has not yet been processed.
It should be evening when I return today.
You don't have to worry about me.
Please call me if you have any questions. Go and do your thing.
Wait until Liu Ruiyan goes out. I am finally at ease.
Even if this woman comes back to thin her face, the nobleness of the whole body cannot be erased. The oppressive aura is even more looming.
If I hadn't seen a lot of people like this before.
I really can't stand this. I have a lot to do today.
Not only do you need to add some things to the house,
And take pictures of those watches and clothes. Sell it online.
so many things. I estimate that if I sell all of them, I can get more than 1 million. Liu Ruiyan has 70 funds to do whatever she wants.
And me.
I also need to study the online articles of this world. Then consider returning to your old job. Yes, I am a web novel and a big drama. Major is interior design. After graduation, I didn't want to make this my main career.
Just write an article. Occasionally, I would do some odd jobs drawing pictures to earn extra money. From time to time, I also help write other promotional materials.
Anyway, there are more ways to make money.
I've always had a good time. Wash the dishes quickly. I took the shopping list and went out. I have never had the hobby of shopping. Come back and put it away after buying things.
I went to take pictures of watches and clothes again.
So busy.
By the evening, I was exhausted. Just finished taking the picture of the watch.
I heated up the buns I had this morning. After chewing it, I resolutely went back to the bedroom to clean the door.
I can't sustain physical activity today.
Only manual labor.
2 hours later, I clapped my hands happily. Pick up the coffee on the table and drink it all. This world's whip. A little behind my original world.
My previous writings. All. Can we do it in a better way in this world? It's a pleasure to write it once.
I suddenly heard the door opening outside. Hesitated for a moment.
I jumped out of bed, kicked my slippers and ran out. No way.
I found out early in the morning that the door of the house was not locked last night. Liu Ruiyan is probably used to living in a villa.
I forgot that this kind of house needs to be locked by yourself.
Liu Ruiyan paused when she saw me coming out to hang clothes.
I said hello to him and ran to lock the door.
I'm back.
I just found out this morning.
The door was not locked last night.
In the past, when living in a villa, someone was responsible for security. Not anymore. This kind of door is cumbersome at night.
Otherwise, the thief can pry the door open.
I see. The two of them are basically like strangers. I had to take the initiative to find a topic. Have you eaten yet? I ate today. Bought some daily necessities. If you're missing anything, tell me.
I'll buy it later. Nothing missing for now.
End of topic. What else can I say?
I thought for 3 seconds.
Decisive choice to evacuate the scene.
It's all right. I'll go back to my room.
Call me if you have something. Willow.
Ruiyan looked around the room only after I closed the door. He also walked around the kitchen and bathroom.
There are a lot more things in the house today. It has a bit more life than before. There are even small potted plants on the windowsill.
Liu Ruiyan looks up.
The corner of his mouth curled up with a hint of a smile.
This man actually intends to live here. Like a different person. I don't know what Liu Ruiyan is doing about this matter. I was busy organizing my computer.
Canon fodder is still working hard in high school. Passed the key exam, but I basically just muddled through college. The computer level is a mess.
This laptop is horribly slow.
I have to clean out everything in there. We have to see what the Canon fodder has done in the past. Turn over and over.
I found the folder where the photos were stored. There are many folders in here.
Most of them are Canon fodder's own self-files. A small part of the photos are of parents.
The last folder name is a bunch of garbled characters. I clicked on it. Goodfellas contains photos of Canon fodder and women. This woman looks like a socialite. She's also pretty. That's just not the type I like. It feels like a little green tea. Especially when I smile.
Makes people feel youthful and weak.
Seeing two people so close.
My soul is occupied.
Check the date quickly.
Fortunately, it was before marriage.
I was scared to death. I kept a few photos that were not so intimate. I quickly deleted the rest. I've remembered it now. This woman is Canon fodder.
My former girlfriend in college.
A rich girl. But we've been apart for so long.
There's absolutely no need to keep these things. Fortunately, Liu Ruyan didn't care.
Otherwise, if it is discovered, it will be a time bomb.
I can use the computer almost.
It's almost 11 o'clock.
I yawned. Go to bed and sleep directly.
The next morning, I woke up earlier than yesterday.
I didn't go shopping. I chose to make fried rice myself.
Poured milk. It also comes with the side dishes. When Liu Ru pickled. I have almost prepared the meal. He just finished washing up and came out to eat. You can also make fried rice. Liu Ruyan looked at the rich fried rice in front of her. Refresh my understanding again.
Yes, I can do a lot, although not a lot.
But home-cooked meals are fine. But it's not delicious.
At most, I can eat.
Don't despise. Liu Ruyan took a spoonful and put it in her mouth.
It's delicious.
Just like it.
I'm still thinking about today's plan. He didn't even raise his head. I'll be back for lunch today.
I argued for a moment.
Random reaction. What do you want to eat? I'll eat whatever you make.
But I want to eat rice. I thought about it. Then I'll make some sweet and sour pork ribs.
How about tomato scrambled eggs and egg drop soup?
Can you eat enough?
It should be possible. Then you can go out and get busy. Eat after 12 o'clock. After dinner, Liu Ruyan took her coat and went out.
I still clean up the dishes. Out of the community. Liu Ruyan got into a car parked at the gate of the community.
The driver was from his former assistant's office. You are the friend that Grandpa chose to grow up with him.
When the other party saw him come up and sit down.
Just hand him the paper bag in your hand.
I don't need Yan Yan Shuiji's breakfast anymore. I have eaten.
Fried rice made by Chen Zed.
The other person handed over something with his hand. Brother Dunzi can also cook.
This is the first time I know he can cook.
I made porridge yesterday. I thought it was unprecedented.
When I heard him say he could cook, I thought he was bragging. I ended up making fried rice today. I said I would come back for lunch at noon.
He also said he wanted to cook.
Listen to my abnormal behavior. Shilin frowned. Could he be plotting something? I remember you and him used to have nothing to do with each other.
He can't do anything.
By the way, didn't he say before that he wanted a divorce? I have checked the procedures.
Why is there no movement now? Liu Ruyan raised her head. With a thoughtful smile on his face. He said he didn't want a divorce. Books have accepted the present life.
I will have a good life in the future.
We'll make money.
Don't put too much pressure on me. Liu Ruyan leaned on the backrest. With unknown qualifications. Can't bear to see you suffer.
I plan to share the good and bad times with you.
If so.
Is he a good person? Liu Ruyan said calmly.
Nothing to do in college. In the past 2 years of marriage, I only knew how to spend money.
The day before, she said she wanted a divorce.
Change your mind the next day. What do you think?
I don't know what to say. I thought about this. They say that adversity reveals a person's true character.
Maybe it's because of my conscience.
People. You don't know what it's like unless you encounter something. During this time, there are not a few people who have seen their faces turned against each other.
Maybe. Brother Z is a person who can. The kind of person whose character can be seen. Maybe Liu Ruyan doesn't care much. Let's go. He won't affect the overall situation anyway. Take your time and take a look. The other side.
I've been busy taking pictures of clothes all morning. More than 80 sets of clothes that I can't wear at all. It's enough to leave more than 10 sets to show off.
Sold all the rest.
I can also buy some ordinary clothes. It took more than 2 hours to shoot half of it. I looked at the wall hanging in the living room. It's already 10 o'clock. Thinking about going out to buy groceries, I quickly put away my clothes.
I just put on a coat and went out. Out of the supermarket.
I carried 2 big bags and walked towards the community.
I was crossing the road when I heard someone calling me.
Turning around, it was a very beautiful. A woman dressed exquisitely.
Take a closer look.
Isn't this the woman in last night's photo? When the other party saw me turn around.
Come over here right now.
Xiaozi, how did you become like this? I looked down at my clothes.
Look at the things in your hands.
I don't understand what's the problem. How come you are here?
I heard that Ruyan Yu has gone bankrupt.
I came to find you. Look at you now. Go shopping in the supermarket. Maybe I should cook for myself. You dumped Ruyan Yu.
Come back to me.
I thought I heard it wrong.
What did you say?
A woman with an affectionate look on her face. You dumped Ruyan Yu.
Come back to me.
I can give you a better life now. I feel bad seeing you suffer.
Come back and follow me.
I will definitely make sure you have a good life.
If
not the things in my memory about this woman.
I was really moved by the deep affection in his eyes. Jin Yuwei, the second daughter of Jin Group.
Also the ex-girlfriend of Cannon Fodder. When this woman was with Cannon Fodder before.
While enjoying the Cannon Fodder's hospitality.
While mocking Cannon Fodder for wanting to be with rich people. Although rich, but never willing to spend a penny on Cannon Fodder. When we were dating, it was always the Cannon Fodder who spent the money.
Cannon Fodder can be summoned and dismissed at will.
Feeling of superiority. Until the Cannon Fodder was caught by Liu Ruyan. He acted affectionately. Want Cannon Fodder to reject Liu Ruyan.
Cannon Fodder was sincere to him at first.
I can't bear to eat or wear. Save money for him. Afraid of being looked down upon by him, but this woman just wants to play Cannon Fodder.
Fortunately, the Cannon Fodder is still rational.
Didn't completely fall in the love trap of friends. At first, the Cannon Fodder almost rejected Liu Yan's proposal.
Fortunately, by mistake, seeing this woman kiss her good brother. And said he was just playing with the feelings of Cannon Fodder. Cannon Fodder finally gave up. That's why.
Only Cannon Fodder can feel that life is worth living.
Only money can be relied upon, thus becoming the later.
I only know how to spend money. It can be said that the tragedy of Cannon Fodder, this woman is at least half responsible.
And now this scumbag has come to me.
It's definitely not because of affection. I don't know what's behind this.
But it's definitely not with good intentions.
I think there are at least 3 reasons. That's why he did that. Before, Liu Ruyan is a person he can only admire and look up to. Now, Liu Ruyan has passed away. He feels very happy when he plays with Liu Ruyan's men. Second, if I am easily seduced by someone, I will definitely be able to strike Liu Ruyan again. Maybe they want to do something to Liu Ruyan.
The third has never been able to get a running back before. This bastard can't swallow this.
So you must get yourself. Besides these 3 reasons, what else is there?
I have no way of knowing. But it's definitely not that simple.
So I shook my head and said I would not go with you. Go back to where you came from.
Why is Liu Ruyan already a waste? He would only make you suffer. What do you want from him? I sighed.
Thinking of the past, running back. As the saying goes, husband and wife share happiness.
We share the same difficulties.
I am his husband. Of course, I have to stay with him.
No matter what he becomes.
You can't just abandon him. Don't say he just failed temporarily.
Even if he is disabled, I still have to take care of him. This has nothing to do with hardship and lack of money.
As long as he doesn't Divorce me. I can't abandon him. Besides, now is the time when he needs me the most.
What nonsense are you talking about?
If I'm not mistaken.
He has almost no contact with you. Just keep giving you money to buy things.
You have no feelings for him at all. Why should I suffer with him? Please look at me as if I were a fool. You said he was bad to me. When he had money. Give me a lot of money every month.
Even though he has no time for me. But I can spend as much money as I want.
This money may not be a big deal to him. But no one's money comes from the wind. He gave diligence. It is right not to give, since he gave. I should accept his kindness. Now he's out of power.
Even if divorced.
He even agreed to let me live in the rented house.
And he is willing to give me most of the remaining money. You've been kind enough to me.
The heart is not sensitive. This is also called good.
If this isn't good. What is good? We didn't have feelings for each other. It's good enough to be able to do this with the human body.
You say he is not good.
Are you hello?
Why am I not good? If you follow me, I will definitely treat you well. Before Chin Yue could continue, I interrupted the continuation.
I have no money. You've always disliked me.
I think I'm trying to help you.
We've known each other for almost 2 years. We didn't spend a penny in our relationship.
Even the gifts they gave me were free gifts from buying things.
On the contrary, I have always
worked hard to earn money for you. As a result, you turned your head. I got together with my friends again. This is also called good.
I didn't care about the feelings and the ugly face, and then. Besides, you're not looking for me now because you like me.
But I think I stole Liu Ruoyan's man.
Makes you feel happy. If you really like me. Why didn't Liu Ruoyan die?
You don't come to me when. I was deceived by you before because I liked you. But since I found out you were a scumbag.
I see it clearly. I'm not stupid. What are you talking about? Who do you take me for?
Did you hear what Liu Ruoyan said? Misunderstood me. Love uses a slight look to reveal darkness.
You think too highly of yourself. People like Liu Ruoyan will never mention. He won't even notice you.
Only you will keep staring at him. Trying to find a sense of existence in front of him.
That's what the saying goes. What kind of person are you?
What does the world look like in your eyes?
Wherever you should go.
I don't want to say anything more unpleasant. Love and a little look. Take a few steps forward. He has a weak face. You must have been brainwashed by Liu Ruoyan. Why do you think so? I really like you. That Liu Ruoyan is now out of money.
That's why I'm holding you back.
You can't be so stupid.
Stop, don't come over here.
I immediately stopped him from approaching.
All in all.
Abandoning your wife when she is out of power.
It's not a human thing at all.
I won't leave him at this time. You better give up on this idea.
Even if I leave him.
It must be the time when he no longer needs me.
What else does Chin Yue have to say?
Suddenly, there was a round of applause from the side.
Good, good, good brother, you're right.
3 views are true. Yes, if people nowadays can think like this. There wouldn't be so many divorces.
The little guy is really nice.
Your wife did you no harm by marrying you. I just noticed.
Not far away. There was a group of people who had obviously just finished exercising. Grandpa and aunt returning home.
Grandpa brought the mothers over here. The old man with the first head looked him up and down.
Shaking my head helplessly.
Zi's little girl. He lives well with his wife. It's not very decent of you to come here and try to get close to the wall. Imagine if you were married. There are women trying to steal your boyfriend all day long.
How do you feel? Don't do to others what you don't want others to do to you. The lady in red clothes took a step forward.
You said the wife has no money.
He should divorce and go with you. Then you can guarantee you will never be without money.
Then, can your husband also follow? Other rich people go. If this guy really abandons his wife and goes with you.
Do you dare to want this group? The old man and the old woman seemed to have opened some kind of mechanism. One by one, they began to criticize Chin Yue.
He wasn't even given a chance to retort. He became morally corrupt in a minute.
San Meng is a wicked and hopeless scumbag.
I quickly made way for the old men and women.
I held back my laughter and called out to the crowd, uncles and aunts.
He just needs education.
You have to educate him well. I have to go home and cook. I'll go back first.
We'll talk again when we have a chance. The uncles and aunts in front waved their hands and said it was okay.
You go back. Here we give it to you. Not far away.
Liu Ruyan and Shilin, who took in the scene.
Sitting in the car, acting stupid and not moving.
I have always seen Chi Yue honestly admit his mistakes. Being put on the head by the uncles and aunts. It's the incredible opening smoke from the neighboring station. That was Brother Zed just now, right? Why do I feel like a different person? Liu Ruyan, this is also the first time I have seen my husband like this.
He had never paid attention to him before.
He is a very nice person.
Although I only knew how to spend money.
But now you are nominally bankrupt. He won't leave you. I would rather suffer than stay by your side. And it's not because I love you.
But out of the towel. This is what those uncles and aunts said. The three views are too positive.
Liu Ruyan also felt that her understanding of me. There is a certain degree of bias. Farewell 100. Liu Ruyan returned home quietly. Wait for him to come back. When I opened the door, I saw me holding a computer.
Lying on the carpet in front of the sofa in the living room.
Typing.
The house is full of meteoroma.
I came back and heard the door open. I looked up at him.
My hands keep typing. Very smooth.
Liu Ruyan put the fruit she put next to the coffee table. Curiously came over. A fixed mirror. I found myself writing a story. I think I have almost forgotten my major. I still remember some other things I learned before. Parents have always read novels.
I know this area quite well.
Plan to write about us. You don't mind? I asked. The hands keep moving. Obviously just asking politely. Liu Ruyan thinks this also applies to my situation. In a way, I don't expect to make money. Can it be cured?
Just be happy.
I know this guy.
I definitely don't like these things. Maybe you don't understand these. I had to change the subject.
The ribs are already stewed. It will probably take another hour before we can eat. Go get busy. Liu Ruyan nodded.
After washing and changing clothes, I went into my room.
Didn't come out again.
1 hour later.
I knocked on the door and called him out for dinner.
There are 2 bowls of rice on the table.
The dishes are quite rich.
Red and green are very beautiful.
I also made some embellishments.
It's well cooked. This is my first time making sweet and sour spare ribs.
I don't know if it tastes good.
You try it. If not, I'll go and make a cucumber.
I sat down opposite Liu Ruyan. Pick up your bowl and say,
Ever since my parents had an accident at university,
I have always lived alone.
Influenced by my parents. The quality of life is not too high. Definitely not low.
The house will be cleaned on time. I cook for myself whenever I have time.
Life is very regular. So life skills are fine.
This is just politeness. I can't say how good my cooking skills are. The parents' level is still there.
In the past, I was the one who applauded at friends' gatherings, received a lot of praise.
Liu Ruyan picked up a piece of cake and put it into her mouth and swallowed it.
Not bad, very delicious. That's good, you should eat more.
Life was a mess a few days ago.
You didn't eat well or rest well.
I'll pour you a cup of lemon tea that I made this morning.
Push it in front of him. This is lemon tea with a little bit of honey.
Vitamin C supplementation. How much can you drink?
Don't be sour, explore the beauty under Liu Ruyan's face.
I always feel like the man in front of me is a different person, according to the news found before. And the 2 years we've been together are totally different. But he really didn't pay close attention. He dare not say. The information I found before was completely useless. I can only put down the doubts in my heart. Thanks a lot. Liu Ruyan takes a sip of lemonade. Slowly until there is no.
I'm at home all day.
No wind, no rain. You have to face so many things outside. It must be hard.
You should eat more. I smiled.
Actually, you will know the formula if you think about it. The Liu family used to be a family that no one could reach.
When Mr. Liu was alive, who dared to go against the family?
And Liu Ruyan has been the best since she was young. How many people are compared to him by their parents? Growing up being despised.
How much resentment is accumulated? Now Mr. Liu is gone.
He knew that Liu Jia was angry. I only think about how to divide up the remaining power of the Liu family. They wish Liu Ruyan would collapse quickly. Won't lend a helping hand at all. More willing to add insult to injury to Liu Ruyan. Looking at the people I could only look up to in the past. Being stepped on by oneself. Actually, when I was reading the novel before I traveled through time, I don't understand why Liu Ru.
Yan has always insisted on not letting his girlfriends help him.
Obviously, as long as you accept the help of those people, he won't be defeated. Unfortunately, our relationship isn't that good now. I am too embarrassed to ask.
Thinking of Liu Ruyan, she was once a big shot.
Maybe he has his own considerations. I don't know how Liu Ruyan ate the meal. I myself am satisfied with the meal. I guess Liu Ruyan doesn't hate the food I cook. Because he ate 2 bowls. I'll put the dishes in the kitchen first. You don't need to understand. I'll wake up in the afternoon and brush it. I threw the dishes into the kitchen sink.
Wash the fruit and put it on the coffee table.
Keep typing there.
Write something you have written before. The speed is naturally very fast. Plus, I've already practiced typing speed. In the morning.
I have already finished the 200-word essay. At this speed.
Estimated tomorrow.
You can submit your manuscript after writing 20,000 words. I plan to do this before the results come out.
A few more steps.
Cast a wide net and catch more fish. Liu Ruyan and I are in a special period now.
Very need money. I don't understand business matters. Just make more money.
Relieve Liu Ruyan's stress. Liu Ruyan returned to her room again. The door is closed, and I don't know what to do inside.
Come on, hurry up. I forced myself to turn off the computer. Go take a nap. The living room suddenly became quiet.
Liu Ruyan hesitated in her bedroom.
Reply to my sister Xiaoxi on the phone. Forget it, I'll see how he does next.
Why don't you check his past?
It's only 2 days.
Maybe I'm overthinking.
Wait a little longer.
Less than an hour. The alarm is ringing.
I got up from the bed.
I feel a little dizzy.
I touched the bathroom.
I found that the door was closed. I was complaining about myself for closing the door for no reason.
Idle you.
Grab the handle and pull the door open. I can't get in.
When I looked up, I bumped into the person inside. I pretend to be calm.
He closed the door again expressionlessly. Then I held back my collapse and shouted to the people inside.
Sorry, I was sleepy. I thought I was the only one.
Finished shouting, I blushed and ran to my room and closed the door. I wish I could kill myself. Meet the nominal wife squatting in the toilet.
It's so embarrassing. It took me a long time to adjust my attitude. Open the door and go out. Liu Ruyan just came out of the bathroom.
The 2 people collided face to face again. Although there is a distance of 4 or 5 meters between us. Hi, Liu Ruyan blushed and pretended to be calm. It's okay,
Don't be embarrassed.
this house is small.
From now on, I won't see you when I look up, but I will see you when I look down.
Just get used to it.
Yes, yes, it's a habit. I nodded my head.
Then curious.
You're not going out today.
Today's work is done.
I won't go out in the afternoon.
Liu Ruyan finished speaking. Suddenly I remembered that I wasn't here these days.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I feel a little uneasy.
What's wrong?
Is there something wrong? Although I have lived in the Liu family since I was a child.
But it's not enough for basic living. No skills.
Now we live together in this little home. So you can tell me anything directly.
I don't just make money.
Liu Ruyan is very serious.
I see. I looked at Liu Ruyan's serious expression.
I actually think it's cute. This person doesn't care whether he succeeds or fails in business.
She looks really good. As the most beautiful woman in the author's works. He is very handsome even without expression.
I feel like I'm facing this kind of woman.
Can't be moved. It's really amazing.
Liu Ruyan finished speaking. Look at me very meaningfully.
Then I went back to my room. This is a question I suddenly realized. The title stood up and ran to his door. What are you going to eat tonight?
I don't choose.
There was a crisp sound coming from inside. Well, the big and small worlds are easier to support than you think. I wandered back again.
I continued typing next to the coffee table. Just finished coding one. I suddenly thought of second hand.
Open it and take a look. Good guy. I have sold 12 watches and 2 sets of clothes.
I don't really understand the value of those luxury goods.
So when I hung it up before, I checked the prices online first.
20% off. Many of these things are still unpacked. But I'm afraid that Li Ruyan will need money urgently. So I didn't dare spend that much. I was worried.
Hearts are expensive. No one is willing to buy them. I didn't expect it to sell out so quickly. Write down the addresses where you want to ship.
After I saved the file,
I ran into the room to look for my watch and clothes.
because there are a lot of things to send.
So I plan to ask someone to pick it up at my house.
Half an hour later, everything is packed. The person who collects the package has also arrived. Li Ruyan probably heard the noise. Open the door and come out.
What are you doing? Realize something is wrong.
Li Ruyan frowned.
I asked the receiver to record the registration information. He replied without even looking up.
I had too many clothes and watches before.
I'm not going out now.
They take up too much space there. I'll take some out and sell them.
This is sold today.
Have to send the items to the buyer as soon as possible. Li Ruyan grabbed my hand while I was flipping through my phone. Need not.
We don't need you to sell anything yet.
I considered speaking.
In fact, it's mainly because they take up space. It's not the latest product anymore.
I won't use it even if I keep it. It's better to sell it for money. This way, if you see a new product you like, can still buy.
Is this enough to give Miss Face?
I think I am also very thoughtful. But I don't know what sentence touched my brain. Li Ruyan held my hand and trembled. Then loosened.
No more support for me. Said a good.
Buy new ones later. Where can I buy new ones? A watch costs tens of thousands of yuan.
It's enough for my living expenses for half a year. Buy a few watches and you can live a dirt life.
I feel so bad. I didn't show it on the surface. The daughter of a rich family is scolded for the sake of face.
I smile. Wait for you to buy me a new watch later.
Li Ruyan was attracted by the familiar picture in front of her. But recently I feel.
The smile on the very strange face flashed.
Slightly below your head.
I saw the boxes packed on the ground.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Please help the receiver put it in the big bag. Until the receiver leaves with the item.
Li Ruyan asked me.
How much do you plan to sell?
I thought about it. There were originally more than 100 watches. More than 80 sets of clothes.
More than 70 watches were unopened.
I planned to sell them all. Sell more than 40 of the remaining 50. I should have enough for 10 watches. As for the clothes, keep about 30 sets. Sold all the rest. I thought Li Ruyan wanted to support me. Unexpectedly, Li Ruyan just nodded.
I didn't say anything else. Pick up an apple. I started to whittle while sitting on the sofa.
I couldn't figure out his thoughts. I don't know I did this. Did it hit his self-esteem?
But life is more important than these messy thoughts. Even if he minds, I can't help it. I checked this morning. Now, the price of this house has only risen by half.
I don't know what Li Ruyan is planning.
And whether it will really make a comeback in the future.
But no matter what,
I have to find a way to buy a house first. Sold watches and clothes. I can pay the down payment.
Give the remaining money to Li Ruyan.
I can slowly pay for the house myself. So, even if the eldest lady cannot make a comeback in the future,
we won't be without a place to stay. I'm thinking about it.
Sitting at the coffee table, staring at the computer screen.
Didn't move for a while.
Suddenly, there is a peeled apple in front of me.
The scent of apples hits you.
The skin is evenly peeled and beautiful.
I swallowed involuntarily.
It was discovered that Li Ruyan had peeled the apples.
The fruit was handed to him. Give me to point to myself. Li Ruyan passed the apple forward again.
I am sorry for wronging you. I am so flattered.
Aid, Li Ruyan from the assistant never approaches men.
And she has no patience for men.
Now he can peel apples for me. still smiling so beautifully. It's so surprising. Hurry and take this apple.
I said it's nothing.
I bought it with your money. You never disliked me for being a spendthrift. I'm already grateful. Liu Ruyan actually laughed. This person usually has a cold face. Although not particularly cold. But it's also hard to get close to.
This will suddenly come to mind.
I was stunned. How can there be such a beautiful woman in this world?
Rest assured,
I will definitely buy you more watches in the future. I nodded subconsciously. I feel a little shy now. I believe you will definitely make a comeback.
Don't worry, I'll wait for you.
You can buy me a watch then.
After saying this, he also made an encouraging gesture.
Come on, you can do it, right? Liu Ruyan smiled like this. Get up and visit. Where I can't see.
A hint of interest flashed in his eyes. I spent the whole afternoon on the manuscript.
Finally, the horse came out more than 10,000 times.
For dinner, I cook porridge and stir-fry vegetables. The two of us just ate a little. Keep doing your own things. Stay up till 12 o'clock at night. I successfully completed the 200 word.
At lunch the next morning. When Liu Ruyan goes out, I will work on the submission.
Take a look at second-hand mesh. Sold 8 more watches and a set of clothes. It seems like seeing a large.
Money keeps flowing into my wallet.
I'm in a very good mood.
I just finished submitting the manuscript.
I heard someone knocking on the door. Who is it? I stood up and prepared to open the door. I heard a man talking outside the door.
It's my will.
Who is tonguing?
I went to open the door and thought back.
I thought about it for a long time, but couldn't find this person in my memory. Open the door and take a look.
There's only one man outside.
He has a ruffian-like appearance. As soon as she saw me, she closed the shop from the beginning with the eyes of a girl. It makes me feel very uncomfortable in the end. Would you like me to come in and sit down?
Tonning said as he was about to go in. I don't know who this is.
Stop him now. Who are you looking for? If you are a minister.
I'm here to find you. Some of the other party squeezed into the house.
Sister Liu is not here now, right?
The other party has squeezed in. I can't kick people out anymore.
I had to close the door.
Poured a cup of tea in front of him.
He didn't go out early in the morning. What do you want from me? Of course, something happened.
To be honest.
You look pretty good though.
But I have neither family nor ability. Sister Liu was wronged by marrying you.
I know.
It was because Grandpa Liu wanted to repay his kindness. That's why I let you marry Sister Liu.
But you've been married to her for so many years.
I can't help her in her career. All day long, except for buying food and drinking.
Nothing. Do you feel good about it?
I interrupted him. Can I ask? Are you related to Liu Ruyan?
Longing for the proud Lula, she holds her head high.
Sister Liu and I grew up together as childhood sweethearts.
He is very nice to me.
If it weren't for you, we might have already been there. I searched for it in my memories for a long time. Still can't find the name of Longing. But I've never heard of you.
Isn't this nonsense? Would Sister Liu Jia mention me in front of you?
If it is a childhood sweetheart relationship, like Liu Ruyan, but I won't mention it in front of cannon fodder.
First, they are unfamiliar.
Secondly, he won't be too troublesome. I nodded so. What is your purpose in coming to see me?
Now is the time when Sister Liu needs help.
How can you continue to hold her back?
My dad has agreed.
As long as we get married, he helped Sister Liu to make a comeback. So you should divorce him. If Liu Ruyan wants to divorce me, then you can tell me directly.
What do you want me to tell you? I'm not a shameless person.
Or is it just your opinion? Tony glared at me. Sister Liu, who is very disgusted.
How could you take the initiative to do this kind of media thing? Of course, he was embarrassed to say it. It's up to you to take the initiative.
You spent so much money on him. These years haven't helped him much.
He has never been sad.
Now he has so. You can't help much. Shouldn't we at least stop dragging him down? Initiate divorce.
He went with the flow. Everyone looks good. This is what Liu Ruyan meant.
I just grasped the key points.
Again, I mean this. Tonning is impatient.
Why don't you understand? Sister Liu is not someone who would do such a thing.
What is needed now is that we take the initiative to help him.
You divorce him first.
I'll marry him. Then I can accept my father's help.
But I shook my head. If this is what Liu Ruyan meant.
Of course, it's okay for me to file for divorce. But you said this is what you meant.
Well, I'd like to ask. Before I married Ruyan Yu.
You and he are a couple.
Yes. Does he love you?
A corner of the Tonging drinking water action.
That's not important. He is not good at expressing himself. Besides, he doesn't like you anymore. I can help him.
You're just holding him back.
I am 100 times more suitable for him than you are.
You are wrong. I shake my head again.
Also, maybe I don't really know Liu Ruyan. But I'm sure.
He will never accept your father's help easily. Especially this help. Or in exchange for marrying you.
Do you think it would be good for your father to help him? But I never thought.
If he relies on your father to make a comeback.
How to stand in front of the world in the future.
He will never be able to get rid of the reputation of relying on a wealthy family. I really don't know Liu Ruyan very well.
But I believe the villain in the original story. Not a person who is willing to eat soft rice.
In fact,
if it wasn't for his unwillingness to bend, there won't be many difficult risks.
Such a person. How could I accept using my marriage as a bargaining chip? In exchange for my own comeback?
At least not in the short term. As for the marriage between Canon Fodder and Liu Ruyan,
purely for gratitude.
Liu Ruyan was doing this for her grandfather. Or for fame. All chose to accept.
This is different from the situation in Tonging. No one will say anything about him.
I just say he's reasonable.
He has always been the strong one. It doesn't make him feel uncomfortable.
Actually, I don't mind divorcing Ruyan Yu.
It's just that I was definitely not instigated by others.
I thought he was a good person and used that as an excuse to divorce him.
I show my attitude.
What Liu Ruyan wants is her own business. I absolutely respect his choice. You just want to hold him back from divorcing him. The copper police seem to have been stepped on the tail. It exploded all of a sudden. How can you be so selfish as a man? Sister Liu has been kind to you.
The utmost righteousness. Now he finally has a chance to make a comeback. You need to kill it yourself.
You are so disgusting.
I hate Mr. Tong.
I've been polite enough to you.
My face suddenly turned cold. Don't say you suddenly came here today and said a bunch of
inappropriate words.
If you don't know, you might think you are eager to be a mistress. Destroy other people's families. My marriage with Ruyan Yu.
When will it be the turn of outsiders to interrupt? Well, just say you are kind enough to help Ruyan Yu.
But you shouldn't come to me and say these things.
You want to help him?
Go talk to him.
I can't decide for him. I won't cling to you and refuse to divorce you. Don't give him a chance to speak.
If you think about this a little bit, you will know. If he really likes you.
Before Grandpa Liu found me.
Why didn't you get married?
If it's because the feelings are not in place.
Why don't you even give up on couples?
You keep saying he's not the kind of person who would break his promise. Abandoned person. But your current behavior. Clearly betraying his loyalty.
And?
You just want to satisfy your love for him.
I didn't think about any specific issues for him.
Forgive me.
I really can't see your deep affection for him.
I only saw a person who wanted to satisfy his own selfish desires.
And a man who thinks he is affectionate.
The same period of face red. Why do you say that? You spent money. A white-faced man who knows nothing.
Why do you say me?
I am still his nominal husband. As long as I am his husband.
I have the right to say anything that wants to be inserted.
The one who feels our marriage.
I hold my head high. I used to only spend money to buy things.
Didn't help him. But he agreed to let me buy it before.
He doesn't mind your rush. If you want to marry him, then go tell him. As long as you reach a consensus with him, I will divorce him without hesitation. You tell me here.
I won't agree.
You have no shame. The policeman put the cup hard on the table.
I'm not angry anymore. Playing with his cup calmly. You are a person who wants to destroy other people's marriages. I don't think it's shameless.
Where do you get the courage to say I have no shame? Since you think I'm shameless.
I think we don't get along. I just have an attitude. I won't initiate a divorce.
You want us to divorce?
Go find Ruyan New yourself. If he wants to divorce me. I left without saying anything.
The same will period of straight panting. You just don't want a divorce. If I nod, just take it as me not wanting a divorce. Get a positive answer.
I know I can't achieve my goal today.
Tonning stood up directly.
Left angrily. Before leaving, he turned around and said to me,
You wait, you bastard. Sister Liu will dump you sooner or later. The door closed again. I sighed slowly. Even if the heroine is lickable. Even the villains are so lickable. I will not only help the cannon fodder to beat up the big and small festivals, I still have to face the man who comes to bother me. It's not easy either.
If it wasn't for my conscience. I actually want a divorce.
But just think about it.
I can't do it and occupy someone else's body.
But it's a matter of course.
I can't do it anymore and I've wasted other people's money, and when others are at their lowest point, abandoning other people's things.
Even though I didn't spend the money.
But now he is nominally her husband.
Really? Put this matter behind you. I opened the webpage to record the address and style.
Then I went to my house and rummaged around.
Watch is sold. After sorting, call the receiver. Things sold today should be shipped out early. Go do the math.
These things sold. They are also about 1 million. Wait until buyers receive the goods.
I'll have more money in my bank card.
Sell a few more pieces later. I can buy a small house.
Make a down payment, then become a homeowner. Thinking of this, I suddenly feel full of energy.
I don't want to have a girlfriend for now.
Just open the web page. Start looking for properties in this city.
You must choose your first house carefully.
Watched for a while. It's almost noon. I didn't even bother to look at the web page and hurry to cook. This morning,
Miss Liu told me when she left. I'll be back for lunch at noon. It's all my fault.
I am too absorbed in imagining a better life in the future. I even forgot to check the time.
I plan to have wontons for lunch.
The fillings were prepared early in the morning. I also bought wonton wrappers yesterday.
I put everything on the dining table. Just wrap it up.
Because in my previous life, I ate this when I was bored at home.
So my movements are quite skilled. It seems to have formed a certain rhythm. A few seconds.
It didn't take long to make more than 20.
Miss Liu is coming back.
I packed it carefully. Without raising your head. I'm back.
What are you doing? Liu Ruyan stood at the door and woke up.
You can only see my rhythmic movements.
But I can't see what I'm doing. Subconsciously asked about making wontons.
I had wontons for lunch today.
Then I'll make some more pancakes.
This way you don't have to worry about not having enough to eat. I mean very naturally.
Pancakes and wontons. This is no longer someone who can only cook home-cooked meals.
Things that can be accomplished.
For example, the doubts in Yan's heart emerged again.
But the next moment, seeing you sitting there quietly.
Skilled wonton making.
The scattered sunlight shines through the white screen window.
Reflected on him from behind. It seemed as if he was completely enveloped by her.
The layers of light and shadow give people a feeling of peace and tranquility.
I feel like there's nothing to worry about.
I haven't eaten this for a long time.
Liu Ruyan couldn't help but say this. Then it felt weird.
Shut up and hang up your clothes. Hiding something, I went into the bathroom to wash my hands. I didn't accept his weirdness at all. I also like to eat wontons.
Thinking about the time before. Liu Ruyan has a lot of handsome business.
Why would I worry about what to eat?
Plus wontons are just snacks. It's normal not to eat for a long time. Do you want to eat more?
If you want to eat, I'll cook some more later.
Wrap the rest and freeze it in the refrigerator.
If you don't want to cook one day, just take it out and cook it. Cook more then.
Liu Ruyan washed her hands and came out and said this. He hasn't had snacks for a long time.
The last time I ate snacks was 3 years ago.
If I hadn't mentioned this suddenly.
I didn't realize how long I hadn't relaxed. Overconsciousness. A moment okay.
Then I'll cook more later.
I said. The movements of the hands do not stop.
In my opinion.
Life is full of hope and small happiness. Life is lived by people.
I'm lucky to be able to live again.
All the gifts in life should be cherished.
I can sit here and make wontons. Eating wontons is happiness.
Nearly an hour later. 2 bowls of steaming wontons are served.
Liu Ruyan was called out by me. What you see are 2 bowls sprinkled with coriander and dried shrimps.
Fragrant wontons.
Wontons are plump and cute. It makes people very hungry at first sight. Besides this,
There was also a plate of pizza and a few different side dishes.
I've sat down.
He tilted his head and nodded.
Liu Ruyan is doing a good job.
I have a smile of expectation on my face. Try it now.
I feel like I'm. The wontons are pretty good.
I don't know how much you eat. Wontons are not filling.
I just made some burritos.
By the way, can you eat burritos?
Liu Ruyan found it a little funny to hear me say this.
But it didn't show. Of course, I am a normal person.
After that, he sat down and tasted one.
After tasting it, I gave the evaluation that the taste is not bad.
See, I told you that my wontons are good.
Mainly, I like to eat. Since it's not bad,
Then you should eat more. 2 people eat at different speeds. For example, although I only eat half of my cigarettes. But I almost finished it with my colleague.
this time when I was going to wash the dishes, he suddenly said, I bought a dishwasher. I was heading to the kitchen with the bowl in my hand. Hearing this, he was stunned. Refuse immediately. Just wash some dishes.
It doesn't take much effort.
No need to spend any more money.
Not worth the money.
It doesn't matter, Liu Ruyan casually said.
I immediately showed a somewhat tangled expression. Liu Ruyan is a little strange.
What's wrong?
Miss hasn't changed yet. Too unaware. We now have.
Not as rich as before. I'm struggling. Should I remind Miss Liu directly?
But looking at the other person's slightly twisted face.
I was going to remind you. It changes as soon as it leaves the door. Okay, I'll go buy one later.
You don't have to care anymore. I am a very picky person, so I may have to jump for a long time. I just sighed after I said that.
Good-looking people are taking advantage.
I actually hurt the young lady's self-esteem in the slightest. I can't bear to say what's on my mind.
Anyway, people say I'm picky. Pick.
It's normal that you can't find a satisfactory one after a long time. Liu Ruyan looked at me in a state of confusion. Suddenly I understood.
What is my husband struggling with?
For a moment, I had a very strange feeling. Although he was forced by his grandfather in the first half of his life, I've also suffered from having no money.
But after the age of 15, you will complete your training. I have never experienced the feeling of being without money again. This time, it's not that he has no money.
But his nominal husband thought he had no money. But even so, I didn't say I had no money in front of him. This feeling is magical. I can't even explain what I was thinking. Liu Ruyan didn't say anything to me. It's just that I'm busy. I went back to the room.
Leave me alone to wash the dishes.
I think I'm having a good time.
I still feel like humming while washing dishes.
Think about having a house to live in and food to eat.
Watches and clothes are selling well. I will soon have my own house again.
Life will definitely get better in the future.
The young lady's ability is fine. It's only a matter of time before you make a comeback. Maybe he will see that I didn't fall into such a bad situation.
For the sake of Stone, can you give me some money?
Don't forget that Liu Ruyan was in a desperate situation.
You haven't been mean to me, have you? I will definitely give more when I have more money in the future.
Just thinking about it makes me happy. It doesn't matter if you can't get up in the future.
You can also support your family.
For the time being, there is Miss Liu, who is reluctant to.
People who are considered friends are here. I won't worry about no one taking care of me if something unexpected happens. Liu Ruyan will definitely not be idle for the rest of her life. By then, ordinary days will pass.
I will divorce him whenever he wants.
Slowly meet the right person.
It's good to be well with each other in the future.
After finishing writing, I typed for a while and then prepared for a nap.
At this time, Liu Ruyan suddenly opened the door and walked out. Today the police are here to give you trouble. I saved the file.
I turned my eyes away from the computer. The screen moves to Liu Ruyan.
I was a little hesitant when I realized what the other party said. It's not difficult. He is the one who asked me to divorce you.
Then I refused.
I thought you had nothing to do with him.
Well, if you like him.
We can get divorced at any time.
He also said his father can help you.
As long as you get married.
My voice just fell. Liu Ruyan slowly arrived.
I really have nothing to do with him.
I won't divorce you because of him. You did a great job.
As for other things, we'll talk about them later.
I don't need help from anyone yet.
This matter is not something his father can handle.
Solvable.
I see.
I think so too.
I nodded.
Get up and go back to your room for lunch break.
So do you have anything else?
Liu Ruyin sighed and looked at me in the old way. When did you develop the habit of taking a lunch break? My health is already bad.
In the past, cannon fodder always turned the world upside down.
Since I appeared in this world.
Suppressing regular work and rest. The difference is really big. What, isn't it suddenly clear? My previous work and rest habits were not very good. Poor physical fitness.
So you force yourself to adjust.
You can also try taking a lunch break at noon.
I will be more energetic in the afternoon. Do things more efficiently. Liu Ruyin, I don't know if. Then you take a rest.
After saying that, he got up and went back to his room,
leaving me standing there feeling uneasy. I thought I didn't say anything wrong.
Suffered a major change in the family's bankruptcy.
Who can't have a change? Liu Ruyin enters her room, sitting back at the table with a blank expression, lost in thought.
After a while,
he still hasn't made up his mind. I opened my phone and called someone. These days,
you buy a dishwasher and send it to me.
Some things need to be looked at again. Before that, let's continue with the current situation. After the call, for example, put the phone on the table. I accidentally saw the bed next to me. Brain.
Haley recalled her nominal husband. What about taking a nap? Is it really that good? Before he came to his senses, I lay down on the bed involuntarily. Feel the body relax.
Liu Ruyin curled her lips.
It seems to feel really good. The last time I took a lunch break was probably 3 or 4 years ago.
I've been busy with various things in the past few years.
He has already.
I haven't had a good night's sleep for a long time. Unconsciously. It's already 2:30 p.m.
I'll come out of the room.
I stretch my back a lot.
Went to the bathroom and wiped my face. Just out of the bathroom door, I saw Liu Ruyin coming out of his room.
My eyes are still a little confused. With his beautiful face. Minutes
can make a lot of men fall at his feet. I lowered my head. Oh my God. Is this how all the young ladies sleep? It's too pretty.
This guy is actually a villain.
The author is afraid.
A lot of thought went into creating this villain.
However, in the end, it gave such a tragic ending. What a shame. I thought so. I didn't pay attention to my expression. Inadvertently brought out some connections.
Prepare Liu Ruyin charcoal steaming.
That's a bit of pity.
The expression of regret seemed to burn Liu Ruyin. He immediately looked away. You want to use the bathroom?
No. I have already used it.
Please, please. I quickly gave up my position. Wait for Liu Ruyin to go in. I sat down in front of the computer again from the director.
Start preparing to code. As soon as I opened the button,
I saw someone apply to be my friend.
A look at the notes. He is actually the editor of a literary website. The minister subconsciously clenched his fists,
made a cheering gesture. No need to ask, it must have passed the preliminary review.
But the initial review. It is impossible for an editor to actively at QQ.
Liu Ruyin heard the noise outside.
Just washed my hands and came out. What happened? My novel has passed the first, after the second and final trials.
It can become small money. I feel happy.
I blurted it out without even thinking about it.
Liu Ruyin looked at him with a sparkling look, eyes that seemed to be waiting for praise. The expression softened a little.
Really? Congratulations. Congratulations. I smile brightly.
The handsome face adds a touch of brilliance. After that, he stopped paying attention to Liu Ruyin. Immerse yourself in your own novel. Keep bowing your head. Take a look. I know I'm full of energy now. Liu Ruyin returned to the bathroom. Slightly thick eyebrows. How do you think a person is pretending? I can't pretend to have such a pure gaze. Now, there is no more desire in Gen Z's eyes.
Greed and confusion. All the negative energy seems to have disappeared.
One person.
Such a big change will happen suddenly.
Has the change been so great that he seems to have become a different person? Unfortunately, no one can give him an answer to this matter.
He simply stopped thinking about it.
After washing up, I'm going out.
Look at me before you go out.
I am still immersed in my novel. With a smile on his lips,
Seems very happy. Let's check it out.
Liu Ruyan made up her mind.
He doesn't want to waste time.
And energy.
Waste of money on a problem that should have been solved long ago. Check if he really realizes it.
Willing to change. Then it's okay for him to keep him.
After all, he is the husband of a famous doctor. He didn't do anything that touched his bottom line.
I know nothing about Liu Ruyan's decision. Still immersed in a literary. After the excitement of the initial review, the result is not yet happy here. There is another small.
Said I had also passed another network.
The origin of the station.
What does it mean to work at home? Blessings from heaven.
I think there will be a lot of small money later. Jump towards me. I feel so happy. Money from selling things. I always feel like it's not mine. That was what Liu Ruyan bought for cannon fodder. Now the cannon fodder is gone. It should also be considered Liu Ruyan's money. The reason why I want to buy it back.
Put the house in your own name.
I know Liu Ruyan won't argue with me about this.
What if Liu Ruyan does something wrong again in the future?
At least they still have a place to stay. I didn't plan to occupy that house. I will use my own money to pay off the loan.
Then the house will belong to two people. If the manuscript fee increases in the future,
I can save up money to buy another one. If Liu Ruyan wants a house. Even if the mortgage is owed to me. You can pay me back slowly later. Anyway, I will definitely not collect debts, just like Liu Ruyan now.
So I abandoned the relationship. I have made clear plans for the future. I happily turned to the sales page. Not bad, not bad.
Sold many more.
Call someone to pick up the item in the afternoon. This time, it's a young lady. The courier lady said a little embarrassedly.
Mr. Chun, do you really open an online store?
These watches seem to be pretty good. If you can
you sell me one for cheap? I plan to give it to my boyfriend as a gift. I was stunned. I feel embarrassed for my old age.
I don't have an online store.
I'm just helping my friend ship.
The prices of his watches seem to be quite high.
Looks like tens of thousands. I can't decide on this much money. If you need anything, I can help you.
The courier lady was a little surprised. It's tens of thousands. Oh my god, these watches are luxury goods, right?
I don't understand either.
Maybe. It's expensive anyway.
I'm saying. The elevator door next to me suddenly opened. Liu Ruyan came out and said what I just said. Liu Ruyan heard everything.
What's wrong?
Liu Ruyan walked to the door.
Nothing. The courier girl wants to buy a watch. But the watch is not mine. I thought maybe I could ask his friends for him.
Can it be cheaper?
I am afraid Liu Ruyan won't understand the situation and will let it slip. Hurry up.
After hearing the price, the courier.
It was beyond his expectations.
He immediately replied, No, no. Since this watch is a luxury item.
That's fine. I am a commoner and I cannot wear a watch on a daily basis.
Are these the only express deliveries?
If only these.
I'll pack up and get ready to go. It will be shipped soon.
Yes, only these. Thank you for your help. I know these quantities.
Compared with the previous ones. A little less, but Cannon Fodder buys more types of watches. Some are popular.
Some are less popular.
So it must be the most open. The most sold at the beginning.
It's getting harder to sell later. No trouble, no trouble. The young lady said as she picked up the package.
Take the elevator.
I just realized that I had been blocking the door.
Liu Ruyan can't get in. I hurried in to give up my place. Let Liu Ruyan come in. Then I was a little curious. How come you came back so soon?
Not much to do today.
Liu Ruyan said as she changed her shoes and hung up her clothes.
Ask me what I say casually. The watch belongs to someone else.
Saying that you are not suitable. We live here. The guarantee situation is unclear. If someone notices my leaking stomach, it could be dangerous.
And that courier came several times.
It's familiar. I will also help with express delivery in the future.
If it's your own, you won't get a big discount.
Looking back, they feel resentful.
What should I do if someone is playing tricks on my goods?
Although you can go through the procedure at that time. But it's troublesome after all.
After all, you can only know a person's face, but not his heart. plus the general affection.
I really can't get back on it. I just said 2 or 3 words. I spoke out my thoughts. Liu Ruyan once again felt that the person in front of her was
Feeling like another person. The ministers in the past did not have so many thoughts.
I've been tricked a lot when I was buying things. When you go out, you have no defense.
He has been told many times by his girlfriends about this.
Also because of this, his girlfriends all felt sorry for him. I actually married such an idiot. I don't understand what I'm buying. But look at the ministers now.
It's not obvious at all.
Chandler Shui can think so carefully about even the little things. How can it be like the way it was when it was originally without a brain? Yeah, very thoughtful.
Liu Ruyan's seemingly casual comment. No way, life is not easy.
Although we must be kind. But we can't be without guard. These are things that can be handled casually. It's better not to cause trouble to yourself. I've long been accustomed to living independently. All kinds of life details and skills are lit up.
I am even more wary of outsiders. Completely, I didn't realize that my behavior was wrong.
Naturally, there is no.
Seeing Liu Ruyan's eyes darken for a moment. By the way, there is a cocktail party in a few days. We need to attend together. You prepare early.
Liu Ruyan took off her coat and hung it on the wall and changed into something else before walking in.
I suddenly became nervous. I've never been to a cocktail party seriously.
Will it cause you trouble if I go it this time?
It's not that I haven't been there seriously. Haven't been there at all.
Liu Ruyan is going to attend a cocktail party. No need to ask, I know it's a business reception.
I'm a little rocky.
I don't know if it will be embarrassing to go there.
I have been to a few drinking parties in the past. It's basically an annual meeting. Half of the schedule is the author's annual meeting.
As a popular author on the website.
Nothing bad ever happens.
On me. I don't usually need to worry about it.
There are staff members of the website.
Help get things in order.
This is so fierce that I want to challenge. Such a difficult thing.
I am afraid I can't shout anymore. It's okay.
It's time.
No one can trouble me anymore.
Even if there is trouble, I don't care about it at all.
Liu Ruyan said carelessly.
After saying that, he calmly picked up the cup on the table.
Pour a glass of water.
This sounds weird and makes people feel uncomfortable. In the past, others looked at Liu Ruyan's color. I guess I'd rather go to this kind of cocktail party now.
They just look at each other's eyes together.
The words of refusal were on the tip of my tongue.
Finally, I still nodded and voted for you.
Said he would be well prepared. After all, we are a couple. Usually Liu Ruyan goes out to see other people's eyes. Now it's my turn to face it together.
Although I am not running back without money for spending money. But I took over the body of the cannon fodder.
The nature is similar. In the next 2 days, Liu Ruyan still left early and returned late.
But I eat at home in the morning and evening. I also prepare a meal for Liu Ruyan every morning and evening. I just honestly sell things every day.
By the way, keep checking.
How to attend such a cocktail party? Sadly.
Have the right and opportunity to participate in those high-end
people at the cocktail party. No one has a brain that's going crazy on the internet.
Write these things.
So I checked for a few days.
I didn't find anything.
Open your phone and take a look. There are many that have been overlooked.
The phone number of the cannon fodder friend. Presumably among those people,
there will be people who know what a wine party is like.
But the cannon fodder has no close relationship with those people. Just a drinking buddy. Contact the other party at this time. Let's not talk about how embarrassing it would be for me to be a fake. I said that most people would just laugh at me.
Asking this kind of question is too easy to expose yourself.
Search in the memory.
You will find cannon fodder, except when I first got married, I attended. Other than a cocktail party.
I never participated again after that. How sad.
Liu Ruyan, it's obvious that they are afraid that cannon fodder will be embarrassed when they go out. Can't do anything else.
I had to put the medicine on first.
This first step is solved first.
According to past memories. I never sold any clothes.
A few selected. Since I myself can't make up my mind. I don't have any idea.
Tangled here and there.
Finally, I had to ask Liu Ruyan for help. So when Liu Ruyan entered the door that day, she found
Chen Zed, who has been writing novels these days. I didn't curl up on the sofa like usual.
But when I heard the door open,
he looked at him with burning eyes. The expression is still a bit weird.